You've read the title. I am done creating online courses, at least for now. The reason is because I basically have built built every single course around the topic that I've wanted to talk about at this point. Just as a quick reminder, I'm in the composing, the orchestration niche, like the producing niche, making music on your computer sort of thing. And over the years, I started my business back in 2020. That was when I released my very first online course. And over the next couple of years, I've basically released between like 1 to 3 online courses each year. I'm covering different areas of the music making process, right? So by this point in 2026, I feel like I've talked about basically everything I've wanted to talk about. And I think as business owners, the more experienced you are, the more likely you are to have this feeling like, oh, I've done basically everything that I wanted to do in my business. What can I do next, right? Where do I take this business and how do I take it to that next level? And so the way I see it is that, people still, I think, value online courses. They still like self-paced learning. But what people will value more than ever before moving forward, I think, is having access to the creators themselves, having some sort of personalized mentorship and guidance and coaching. And so, with more people going online than ever before, with more personalities, it almost seems like these people are sort of out of reach, especially as you become bigger in your space, right? You have more of an audience, you have more people asking you for certain things, you put out more content. As you get up higher in your space, people will naturally want the chance to get in touch with you, to chat with you, to get to pick your brain a little bit more. And so having personalized access to someone is truly special. It really is valuable. Honestly, the most valuable thing that you can offer to someone else. So what I'm planning on doing moving forward is to focus more on live programs, whether it's a live workshop that's like a 2 to 3 hour thing, or maybe a live cohort that's over the course of a month or two, and focus more on my community as well. So just to give you a quick example of each one, the community I currently run called Chris's Composing Community, this is a community of around 30 different composers who basically can interact with each other every single day. They can chat. We have like monthly coaching calls. That's where I offer the live access to myself, is I jump on once a month with them and answer their questions, and they can interact together. And I have like dedicated master classes where they can learn different topics about the music making process, stuff like that. But what makes that special compared to a regular online course, again, is the access to the creator. Because again, when they're going through a certain journey, they're bound to have questions, right? They're bound to come up against certain obstacles or have things that they're wondering about. And so if they have a chance to connect with you directly and chat with you, that's obviously a very cool thing. Now, moving up a little bit more to a more higher priced program, I have a live workshop that I offer. So basically like once every year, or maybe a couple times a year, I offer like a live workshop where I go on live with whoever wants to join me. And it's like a 2 to 3 hour experience where I teach them basically everything about a certain program. And so once they learn that, they can walk away applying that to their tracks, producing music. And it gives them that systematic approach, start to finish. And I always throw in like a Q&A in there as well. So not only are they learning a system, but they can also interact with me as the creator and ask their questions about what we've just been talking about. The most valuable thing I offer at this moment is a 7-week cohort live program that I actually do with a friend of mine who is in the same niche as well. So we do like a 7-week cohort program where we take composers from start to finish, from composing a piece of music all the way to releasing it to the world. So we teach them every single step along the way. So this program has basically 2 calls per week. One is the actual content of the week, like, oh, we're going to teach you how to compose this week. Then we're going to teach you how to orchestrate the next week, how to produce the next week, and so on and so forth. And then the other call of the week is more on giving them feedback on their music, where they can ask questions, basically more of a high touch point situation. So notice how these 3 different aspects, these 3 programs, they all have the same deciding factor in them, which is access to the course creator themselves. And again, I think this is going to be the way moving forward that is going to be the most profitable for business owners, not just giving away content or releasing online courses asynchronously, but actually giving more access to yourself as the creator, building that that more authentic relationship with someone else where they can directly be in contact with you. It does not have to be one-on-ones, right? In fact, the most effective way of coaching is probably actually group coaching programs. So yeah, if you want to do one-on-ones, you certainly can, but they're not the most scalable format. So group coaching, one-to-many formats, like again, a community with tens to hundreds of people, that all can come really in handy when you actually want to scale and grow your business to the next level. So that's basically what I'm planning on doing in my business moving forward, is focusing more on live interaction. And I'd be curious to hear your thoughts on it too. Like, do you agree with this? Like, what are you going to do with your business moving forward? How do you see yourself going and moving forward with your business in 2026 and beyond? I'd love for you to let me know down below in the comments. And if you are interested more in the step-by-step process of how to actually build your business from scratch, like coming up with business ideas, finding the right one to monetize, putting out content, what goes into actually building an audience, building an email list, building a product, all that stuff, I actually have a full program called From Passion to Profit that I sell on my website. And regularly I sell it for $300, but I actually want to give it to you today for free. So no strings attached. Literally, I want to give it to you free of charge. And the way to do that is through my Kajabi 30-day trial. So Kajabi is the platform that I've been using for years at this point to run my business. It's just made the whole thing just so much more streamlined and so much more enjoyable, because I can really focus on what truly matters, and that is delivering massive value to my audience week in and week out. So if you have started your business, let's say, or you just want to learn more about the process, but you haven't actually built or chosen a platform to build your business on yet, Kajabi is the one that I can personally recommend, and I've talked about it so much more on this channel before. But if you want to try it out for yourself, I've got an extended free trial down below in the description, an extended 30 days compared to the regular 14 days on their website. So if you use my link down there, you'll get extended 30 days of a free trial, plus again, the From Passion to Profit course, which I'll grant you manual access to after you finish your free trial. You can just send me your first month or annual receipt, and I'll grant you manual access to that. And I'll also share with you a course called Kajabi in 30 Days, which is completely free. And this walks you through step-by-step how to actually build your business on the Kajabi platform so you can get started right away and start monetizing as soon as possible. So I hope that makes sense. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one, and I will see you very soon. Take care.